Auf sowas hätte ich jetzt Bock. Rein da.
March 16th. That's when I transitioned to do full-time social media.
That's quite the background.
This means a lot of debt. That's $382,000 in student.
Oh my gosh.
Also die müssen sich jetzt von Richest zu Poorest ranken.
My name's Scott. I'm 30 years old and I work for a utility company.
I'm Elena. I am 28 years old and I'm a doctoral student in the occupational therapy program at USC.
I'm Hillary, I'm 22 and I am a nanny.
I run a design agency and I'm 29 years old.
I'm Dominic Andre. I'm 28 years old and I'm a content creator.
I think I made another assumption that he's doing it for fun.
Okay, one of these people has millions in the bank and I just don't know who it is.
How do you guys like to spend time?
Roller skating, just hanging out with friends.
I like building things. I've had
Aber warte, zählt zu jetzt Richest oder Poorest, die können ja auch einfach richtig viel geerbt haben. Sprich, die Nanny hier könnte auch einfach ultra rich sein.
like animals, like reptiles and things in the past. I build cages, helping my friends redo their whole deck. Like, it's what I do for fun.
What about you?
I honestly just hang out with my friends and I moved to LA in May. I've spent money on Universal, tickets and stuff like that.
I don't really do that much crazy stuff or anything. I haven't traveled in 15 years.
Anytime I have free time, I'll pick up a plane ticket, go somewhere. As soon as I turned 17, it was just one travel after another. It's just that's my number one passion.
I genuinely just thought that she had money. This girl's well off just by her vibes.
Based on what you're wearing doesn't necessarily tell you how much someone's worth. Even what I'm wearing, this is probably
Das stimmt aber.
put together for less than $100.
So I started to do a bachelor's in philosophy and political science, and then after that I transferred to do a master's in international relations with a focus on Middle Eastern conflict. And then I worked as a mental health therapist trainee. Basically, we have to do 3,000 hours almost free, and then COVID hit on March 16th. That's when I transitioned to do full-time social media, and then I started to try and just do that, focus that as my full career.
That's quite the background.
This means a lot of debt. That's $382,000 in student.
Yo. Aber das Ding ist, wenn er das jetzt so einfach raushaut und sagt so, ja Digga, ich war da 300.000 im Minus, gar kein Problem, Digga. Dann ist er jetzt aber safe im Plus. Und dann ist er eine Menge im Plus, würde ich behaupten. Also so mein erstes Ranking, er verdient am meisten, dann sie, dann sie, dann sie und dann der Bre.
Oh my gosh, wow. So I've been doing nannying and babysitting off and on for 5 years maybe, and then I spontaneously moved here in May. My new job is a production/personal assistant for a celebrity makeup artist. So I just accepted a new job, but I'm still working my nanny jobs.
I just finished my master's degree, got that diploma in the mail, I was so happy, and now I'm in the doctoral program, so it's a clinical doctorate, just one more year. Thankfully, what kept me afloat was I got a pretty good scholarship from USC, and then I'm in the military part-time, so that's another source of income.
So I went to specifically a school for exotic animal training and management.
No wonder why you're building cages for animals. Build one for mine, I have a snake.
There you go. I work for a utility company. I'm a meter reader. With the animal field, they're not very solid job. I was even in the entertainment industry with animals for a while, and it's very much a feast or famine. I enjoy the stability of a government job.
I did my dual master's degree in international business, and I did that at Purdue and a business school in France. And then started my company about almost 5.5 years ago.
Dann würde ich behaupten, dass sie vielleicht mehr verdient als er. Bei ihr könnte ich mir gut vorstellen, dass sie einfach was geerbt hat.
Wait, what company is it? Sorry.
Software design.
Wow.
She had a business for over 5 years. She went to school in France. I thought that she had quite a good setup for herself. Dominic, you mentioned you have a lot of debt, so maybe you don't have a lot of money, so I'm gonna go with you as number 1. You are still in school. I think with the scholarship, they probably give you enough money to get by, but not a whole lot, so you're gonna be number 4. Hillary, number 3. I'm gonna put myself, Scott, at number 2, and then Jenny, I'm gonna put you at number 1.
I'm going to say Dominic 5 as well. Number 4, I'm going to put
Der Typ ist so am reichsten dann von allen.
myself. Number 3, I would say Scott. And then number 2, I would say Hillary. Things are changing.
Also ich glaube, sie verdient auch nicht so krass viel, weil sie halt gerade erst aus der Uni kommt und dann jetzt erst in den Job reingeht. Aber Money in the Bank, Digga, die hat safe geerbt.
Changing, but you kind of sound a little bit well connected with like working with one family maybe and then getting to work with a celebrity artist, but I'm just assuming. And then 1, I'm gonna put Jenny because you own a company and then you talked about just being able to like on your free time buy a plane ticket and fly.
I'm gonna go with myself for 5, Dominic for 4, Scott, number 3, number 2, Elena, and then number 1, I'm gonna go with Jenny.
I like the number 1. I am gonna start with Hillary for 5, just because you were nannying and just switched jobs. 4, I'm gonna say Elena. 3, I'll say Scott. And I think you're kind of like the wild card. Yeah.
Also so wie sie gerankt hat gerade, gehe ich mit. Ich hätte 4 und 5 noch geswitcht.
Myself in number 1. I actually initially thought Dominic would be the first place, just because I know that content creators, if you're big, like you can make a lot of money.
I'm gonna say number 5. You said you were in the military? And are you doing reserves? With all that schooling, you probably went to do reserves, so they paid for your school, which means you probably didn't have as much money. So I'd put you number 5 and then number 4. You have a good government job. So I'm gonna say number 3. And then I'll put you at number 1 and then me at number 2. In my head, I was like, well, I don't want to be first, especially if I'm wrong, because I know that I was like, that it's not gonna be like absurd if she had just like millions in the bank.
My parents
Ja, ich wusste es, Digga.
had me when they were really young. My mom was 16 and my dad was 18, and so they did not save up for me to be able to go to schools. I had to grind really hard so that I could earn scholarships, and even to this day, like the years in debt.
Until you get the W.
In spot number 3, we have Scott with 215,000.
See? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of savings.
To me, $2,000 is a good amount. Like I feel
Girl,
good,
same. Girl,
and then I hear that. Shoot, like we poor.
I know.
In spot number 2, we have Jenny with approximately.
Oh shit! Nice.
Jetzt kommt zu 1 Million.
And in spot number 1, we have Dominic with 600,000 in the bank.
All right.
Dominic, pull that.
Dinner's on Dominic.
Also, als sie sich vorgestellt haben, mein erster Guess war so. Dann, wenn sie weiter geredet haben, war mein Guess die beiden vertauscht.
This year, I made all my money, starting in January. Snapchat had like a thing where they're like, okay, top videos get paid a lot, and I won $1 million last month, or 3 months ago. My latest video I just did was like, I took a fake ID of The Rock.
I saw that on TikTok.
I didn't see it.
Dominic threw me off a whole lot. I'm not super into social media. I stopped at Facebook. So when he said he was a social whatever, I didn't mean much. That's why I put him at the bottom.
It could be family money, it can be lottery ticket, whatever it is. Like you never know.
Everything has changed every day.